In today's video, we're hacking into a mystery website to show you how exactly do you do recon step by step. Recon is a critical part of any hacking engagement, and today I'll walk you through how to gather intel before making your move. Be sure to watch this video until the end because there are some exciting updates, including a full course I'll be releasing on this topic, which will be ready by the end of March, I hope. Without further ado, let's get started with this challenge. So right now, let's you and I together solve a mystery lab. I'm gonna be disabling only solved labs here, so I really have to solve literally anything, and the level is any level, and the category is literally any category. I'm not really caring about which category I get, because as first things first, I have a lot of experience with hacking, and second thing, I really want to teach you something. So this is a great way to find stuff because this sharpens your recon skills. So I really highly recommend you try out the mystery labs. Even if you cannot solve it, maybe then look it up, but this is a great way to start it. So first things first, after I've explained everything, let's click on this challenge me button and let's start this challenge. And here we go. This is our challenge. As you can see, first things first, what we can see is there is no search functionality. We cannot log in or log out or whatever, so we don't have any accounts. Only thing we have is products, and that's it. We can click here, view details of a product, and then what happens is we see an image, description, and we also have a check stock based on the places or stores I'm thinking. So you click check stocks and it tells you how much items are in stock. Okay, cool. So we can go back. Now, first things first, what I like to do is once I land on any website, figure out the functionality so we can only view the products. So maybe there could be an IDOR, and we can check stock, which is very interesting. And I'm thinking there is a vulnerability there, but also I don't want to be too certain about it. So let's just go over here and view the source code of this entire website. First things first, the landing page does not have any JavaScript, which is very uninteresting. And in the resources, we cannot see any JavaScript code. Okay, so let's view a product and let's check out what's happening here. So let's view the page here. We do have JS now, and we have checkstock.js. And I'm already saying that there could not be. There is no vulnerability here because the check stock result, let me show you right now. If we check the stock, you can see in the network that it only returns a number. So even if we could control this number through an error or something, we could only get a self-XSS, because how on earth are we going to send a request from the victim to return a... So something doesn't add up. Maybe in the payload something. So, okay, let's view the other JS file, which does not contain any JavaScript, which could be interesting to us as a hacker, so we really should ignore these two files for now. Although you can give them to the AI because you might have missed something, I don't know. Okay, let's now see the JS code here, if it can... Okay, so we see here the JavaScript code, and this could be very much a vulnerability because I'm seeing some stuff here which should not be, because document.write is something which it's interesting. See, we have a stores, right? And then we have a store which is got from the URL search param. So basically search and then store ID. So we can supply a store ID here and give it the name, and it will be returned here. So what I can do is I can put here a breakpoint. And what I can do is I can refresh the page and see what happens. And as you can see, it says paused in debugger. And what I can tell is put another breakpoint here, go forward, and now I can go over to console and say store just to see what store is, and currently store is null. So what we can do right now is we can continue the execution of the website to go here, and we can say store ID equals test, and let's hit enter. Now we do not see the post in debugger for some reason, because I probably didn't put the breakpoint here. So let's just do that. Let's refresh the page, and as you can see, pause there. And let's now see what is the store. We can see that we have successfully infiltrated this website with our own variable because it was here in the search. Interesting. So we are seeing some stuff which could be a point of interest. And if store exists, if it's a variable, which last time it was null, we execute document.write and create a new option. Okay, so if we continue this and go over to the stores, you can see that we now have a test store. That's very interesting. And now what we can do here, because this is document.write, and let me explain to you what document.write even is. See, document.write essentially can be test. And as you can see, we got test there. And this entire thing is gone now, by the way. It's just test. But what we can also do is we can put HTML here, comfortably HTML. And we can see we now have test. And beside HTML, you can also put here, for example, on click equals alert 1. And now if we click this, we also get an alert run. So this is document.write is very powerful. So if you see document.write somewhere in the code, I'll show you how you can go through big lines of code. This is what you should test. Eval, document.write, inner HTML, all of these interesting ones, you should always be on the lookout. Okay, let me refresh the page because I want to go back. And as you can see, it already is paused in the debugger. So let me put the breakpoint right around here when it's about to write this to the store. And I want to see, well, actually, I'll put it there still. So let's put here some HTML, for example, image source equals XX. Let's hit now and let's see what happens. We currently are not seeing any pauses in the debugger. I'm not quite sure. Here we go. There's a problem here. It says image was parsed inside of a select, which was not inserted in document. This is not valid HTML, and the behavior might be changed in future versions of Chrome. If you take a look at it, there is no image. So we cannot just straight up put image on, I think at least, on error equals alert. I'm thinking we can't straight up put this because obviously it just won't work because we're putting this into the option. All right. But do you have any ideas right now? I do have an idea which I wanted to test. What if I was to close the option and then call my own stuff? What if I was to just do that though? So what if I go over here, close this, and then insert an image? Source equals. So what if I was to do that? And then also what I would do is basically close up the entire select too, so that it only has an image. So close out the option and close out this and then enter an image. What if I was just doing that? Let's see what will happen. And there we go. We can see that our image has been inserted. There's some issues like this cannot be loaded. And now what I can do is I can now add on error equals alert 1 and hit. And there we go. We got alert 1. And congratulations, you solved the lab. And this is how it is. This is easy. Now I'm going to show you what you can do right now. You can go up to any of these, for example, you have a file, JS file, which you want to scan for stuff, or this product. Well, what you want to do is basically click on your keyboard, Control F, and then you have here define anything on it. So for example, document.write. And you can see it already highlights you every single document.write in this entire document. So that's pretty neat. And this is how you can hunt for vulnerabilities on these larger platforms because they have obfuscated JavaScript. You can even copy it and give it to the AI and then analyze it with the AI. But this is really good. You can go ahead and search for eval. And you can search for eval, but sometimes programs tend to be really messy. So you can even put this like a bracket just to specify you want a function, not a variable or something else. I don't know, because programs tend to override these functions just for their own safety. So because even if they messed up, their code would still be safe. And this is how you can hack. And some good news for you, the course that I'm creating is going to be out within 10 days. So make sure to subscribe not to miss it. And 5 of you or 10 of you, I don't know how many, will get it for free. So if you want to get that, make sure to subscribe and not to miss any future videos. And as always, stay safe, continue hacking, be responsible, of course, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.